Well, good morning, everyone. As Melba is getting the slides ready, I'll introduce myself. I think most folks know me, but some folks might not know me. My name is Liz Shobe. I've been a Wedgewoodian for a number of years now, and I also serve as the Community Outreach Coordinator for Wedgewood, and I do a lot of stuff with the pantry, which is why y'all hear me talking about it so much. And so we're going to do things a little bit differently today, and so I'll be doing the announcements. All right, so we've got a lot of stuff coming up. So exciting. Next week, yay, yes, we have Mary Perkins, England speaking. So to be determined, but I know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Mary's got a lot of great stories.
Yeah. Hi, Mary.
All right, and then on May 30th, we're going to have a flower communion service. So if you have pictures of flowers, of any sort of plant life, maybe something in your backyard, in your garden, maybe something that you saw on a neighborhood walk, and you would like to share it with us, please share, because it's springtime. I think there's a sense of renewal, and what better way to represent that than by sharing, plants that are in bloom. So send those pictures if you have any to melba@wedgewood.church@yahoo.com. All right, and then Thursday, May 27th, we have the Wedgewood Social Justice Book Club, Laughing in the Dark, From Colored Girl to Woman of Color, A Journey from Prison to Power. They'll be finishing the text. And this is by Patrice Gaines, who I believe is also in the book club. So it's very exciting to have the author in the book club to read it with her and discuss what she wrote. And then the next book will be Cast by Isabel Wilkerson. Some more information forthcoming about that. I believe there's a little bit of time because the Social Justice Book Club meets every 2 weeks. And then our Social Justice Committee meeting will meet next on July 27th at 6:30. So if anyone, I believe that's a Tuesday, so if anyone would like to join us on that day, feel free to email the wedgewood.church@yahoo.com email or reach out to myself or Melba, and we will make sure to include you on that Zoom link so you can join us. And then our next Children and Youth Committee meeting will be May 16th. So if anybody would like to join, reach out as well. We're going to be discussing, children's moment schedules, the upcoming youth program that we're going to be starting hopefully sometime this summer. So a lot of great stuff happening. We also have the Constitution Committee, which continues to meet regularly, and we're very excited to share updates soon. We have Project Outpour that we've been posting in the newsletter. It's a new project that is happening with the First Christian Church on East Boulevard. They do free shower access for the homeless every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you haven't received the email, reach out or drop your email in the chat box, because we can add you to the newsletter and you can get the information on how to participate in Project Outpour if you'd like to sign up for a shift to greet any clients that come in. I believe masking is required. They're still following strict social distance protocols, and there's more information with the details in the newsletter. We've also got the Queen City Assisted Living Project, which Travis, who's a Wedgewoodian, heads up. It's Project Adopt a Resident, which is still ongoing. So if you'd like more information, feel free to reach out to Travis. This is his email, and it's also in the newsletter as well. And we also have our sandwich program, which we partner with the Charlotte Atheists and Agnostics Monthly. They do a wonderful outing every first Saturday of the month, and we have been contributing sandwiches that they hand out to the community, and Wedgewoodians are certainly welcome to join. And we want to support as many wonderful organizations doing great work in the community as possible. And then also the Wedgewood Yard Sale. Oh, yeah.
For the sandwich ministry, it says June 6th, but I think that's the 5th.
Yes, it is June 5th. June 5th is that Saturday. June 6th is a Sunday. So it's June 5th. That will be correct in the newsletter. Thank you, Thomas. And then also that same day, so if you want lots of things to do on that Saturday, June 5th, we also have the Wedgewood Church Community Yard Sale. All proceeds from the yard sale will go to support the food pantry. So if you've been doing some spring cleaning and you have some really great items that are still, great quality, but maybe you don't want any more and you'd like to donate, please reach out to me directly. Melba and I share the Wedgewood email, or you can reach out to me on Facebook. Either is fine, but we're going to be starting the process soon of collecting donations for the yard sale. And also, if you just want to come and shop, because yard sales I always seem to, whenever I go, find some really great treasures. And so I'm kind of excited to see what's donated, because I might just have to do a little shopping too. So June 5th is going to be a busy, busy day for Wedgewood, but it's very exciting. So save the date.
What time of day should I bring some stuff over to the yard sale?
So we're going to be collecting items for the yard sale the week of. We're still working on the dates because it's going to be at Wedgewood, and so we have to do it at a time when the Sharon Academy folks are not there. So it'll be in the afternoons and evenings. But I will let folks know. We're going to be determining that this week. So be on the lookout for that information. But if folks want to donate on Saturday morning, I will probably be getting there about 6 o'clock in the morning, because the hours will be from 8 to 12 Saturday morning, and so I'll be there probably around 6 o'clock. So people can bring stuff then, but we ask that folks don't bring stuff at 8 o'clock, because that's when we're starting. We want to have stuff prior to that so we can get stuff tagged and labeled, that kind of thing. But I'll have more information on how to bring stuff earlier in the week soon. And then we also have some justice concerns. You know, Wedgewood is, social justice is a huge part of who we are as Wedgwoodians. And so we've got a few things that we want to kind of bring to the forefront. So the Senate Bill 514 and 515, which would deny transgender youth medical care under the age of 21, and also would require state employees to report any gender nonconforming behavior to the parents. And then there's also Senate Bill 510 and HB 698. As of now, body camera footage is not public record in North Carolina, and this bill would require body camera and dashboard camera footage to be public record and to be released after 24 hours. So please reach out to state representatives. I believe in the newsletter there's information on how to reach out specifically to different people. So please use your voice. You know, the voice of many really can make an impact. So please speak out to your representatives about these bills. It's a very important cause. And then also on May 24th at 6 o'clock p.m., we have the Protect Charlatans Now rally, which is a rally to end LGBTQ discrimination. They're also pushing for an LGBTQ protections ordinance in Charlotte. And it's going to be at the Charlotte Mecklenburg Government Center in Uptown, 600 East 4th Street, 6 o'clock on May 24th. And then also we have the Mecklenburg Interfaith Ministries and our own backyard interfaith youth summer camp, which is a very cool event. It's going to be June 10th through the 13th, so about a month from now. I believe they do still have some spots available, and it's $250 per camper. However, I believe that there are actually some scholarship and funding opportunities available. So I know it is kind of tricky to see, but if you want more information, feel free to reach out to me and I can pass it on to you, because we are a part of the MECMEN, and I do chat with LaDane Pulaski every week roughly. And so if you want more information, feel free to reach out and we can make sure to get that to you. And then also the food pantry, our hours are now 5:30 to 7 p.m. every Wednesday. We are so grateful to continue our partnership with the Hearts Beat as One and be on their campus. And if anyone would like to donate to the pantry, we're always looking for food items, as you can see on the list. But if anybody wants to donate monetarily, you're welcome to write a check to the Wedgewood Church and indicate in the line for the food pantry. Folks can also Venmo, and in the what is this for, you can write food pantry as well, and that will also go to the fund, because Wedgewood contributes weekly to the pantry, and we want to make sure to continue to do so because the need is still there. I'm there every week. There are several Wedgewoodians that are still there every week, and people still show up and need food, and so we're always going to make sure that we're there. All right, and we have some church giving. You know, we need regular financial support. So similarly with the check for the food pantry, if you want to mail an offering, mail it to Wedgewood Church at 4800 Wedgewood Drive, 28210. And in the line, you can just put offering. You can also text this number and enter the amount with or without a $sign, and it'll give you more information. And it's just at one time, and then you can just text to give. There's also Venmo at Wedgewood Church, and you can also give over PayPal. If you go to our church website, there's a church giving section, give to Wedgewood page, and you just click the PayPal button. It's really easy. We also have Zelle, and you can Zelle to our email. So we have a lot of different ways now that folks can give. So please consider giving. Contact information, we're on Instagram, we're also on Facebook, and we have a web page. This is our email address and our phone number. So if anyone has any questions about anything in the announcements or anything not in the announcements that anybody has any questions about, feel free to reach out, and we're happy to help out in whatever way we can.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any announcements? All right.
Well, welcome to Wedgewood this morning, and I was thrilled that everybody is here. Our theme today is living life with intention and purpose, and we'll start now with our prelude. Thank you. And Donna will now share The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost.
The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Thank you. And our extravagant welcome, read by Connie Green Johnson and Rachel Falk. Everyone is welcome at Wedgewood.
We are all welcome here.
Welcome to a church that works for peace, justice, equality, and the care of Mother Earth.
An extravagant welcome to you because of your gender identification, sexual orientation, ethnicity, economic situation, physical and mental challenges, doubting or believing, being depressed or full of joy.
We are a community of curious and creative spiritual seekers, striving to learn and embody the way of Jesus and other spiritual leaders.
Like Jesus, we focus on the plundered and the marginalized as we try to address the major issues of our day.
One of the ways we seek to heal the world and ourselves is through sharing parts of our personal story. We are welcome here.
Everyone, we are all welcome here. All right, now if you have children, bring them around. We'll have our children's moment. And on Sunday morning, we are all children. So everybody can respond. It's an all-age moment. Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to know, first of all, today, does anybody have a pet?
A pet?
I
I do.
have a cat.
I do too.
I
You
used to have
too.
one.
Thomas has a dog. Anybody
Hi.
else?
I have a cat. Her name is Salmon.
I have a cat.
I have a
I
cat.
have
Her
a
name
cat
is
named
Gizmo.
Pinchy.
Anybody have fish? Birds?
We have a cat and his name is Dave.
You have a what kind of pet?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, tell me, what are some things that you do to take care of your pet? Because I know you want your pet to be healthy and happy and safe. So what are some things that you do to take care of your pet?
We feed the cat every single day.
Yeah, you make sure that she has
How
good
do I do
food,
that?
right? What else?
You make sure the cat has toys to play with. So
Okay.
all the time.
Water? Anything else?
Yeah. maybe like a place the cat can stop hitting me.
Oh, this is so cute.
Cat can be stop. You get away.
A place a pet can sleep. Maybe that's what you're thinking. My cat loves to lie in the sun, so we make sure that he has a sunny spot on the back porch where he can lie in the sun and relax. And you know, it's almost like he's doing yoga. He stretches in the strangest positions and just stays there a few minutes and then stretches another direction. So he's stretching and getting some exercise and getting some beautiful fresh air and sunshine. Anything else you can think of?
Take your pet to the vet
Yes.
so they can get their shots. I don't have my pet now, but I always had a pet and when I was younger, and one pet when I was an adult, and his name was Rondo, and he's a standard black poodle, and he was the best dog ever. He got hit by a car about 4 years ago, but I still love him. I cremated him and I have him in the box on my dresser. And but I loved him so much, and I take him to the groomer and loved him and talked to him, and oh, he was my best bud.
Yeah, our cat has real long hair, so we brush his hair.
Oh yeah.
And the cat washes himself and stays very clean. So we help our pets be healthy and happy, don't we? What does it mean to be healthy? When we say be healthy, what does that mean?
I'm waiting for the kids to answer.
They're on mute. They're so cute.
Part of being healthy is being happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we're happy if we're not sick and we're not feeling bad and if we're not depressed. And I think we're happy if we stretch and our bodies move the way we want them to move. What else makes us healthy?
If your environment is safe and comfortable, you feel good in your environment where you are.
Yeah.
That will make you feel healthy and you're not stressed or scared or anything like that.
How you fuel your body, how you fuel your body, how self-care.
Yeah. Keeping yourself clean and exercising and eating good food, all of those make us healthy, and healthy makes us happy and makes us feel good and makes us be able to do all the things that we want to do every day.
Yeah.
So we're going to look at read a short book this morning about how to be strong, have strong bodies.
That's awesome.
Some good lessons for all of us.
Yeah. I like the pictures.
We go to our time of meditation, prayer, remembrances, reflections. Does anybody have things you would like to share this morning in the way of concerns, in the way of celebrations that you would like to share with us?
I have one.
Okay.
I like to celebrate, send a shout out to my oldest grandson, Chase. Chase is, how old is Chase? Chase is 10. And Chase didn't, he's a quiet kind of kid and he likes to play the video games. He's a quiet kind of kid, stays to himself. And so we wanted him to get more active and, you know, interact with other kids. And he's a little quiet and a little shy. But so we said, we're going to go play a sport. He goes, no, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. No, I might get hurt. No, he didn't want to. So of course, as parents and grandparents, we said, no, you're going to go. You're going to go. You're going to meet the kids. So Chase turned out to be the best, not the best, but you know, he's a good baseball player. He caught on very quickly. The coach is very impressed with him. He's the man on second base, and they did their first game yesterday, and they won 4-3. How awesome is that? Yeah. He just feels so proud of himself, and he feels so good about himself. He's talking out, he's expressing himself. So that was a good thing. And I'm glad he didn't get hit in the ball or anything like that. He got his helmet, his outfit, and he looked so cool. So I wasn't there because I'm here in Boston, but I'll go to the next one and all the other ones afterwards. His little brother was there giving him high fives. So it was a really good day for him. So I'm excited about that.
He's
It's a
usually
really-
on Sunday mornings on our service, so you tell him we said congratulations.
I sure will. I'm sure will. Thank you guys.
Any other celebrations or concerns this morning?
Well, I'm Connie Green Johnson. I'd like to let you know and thank you for the prayers for my great nephew who is home with his mother out of ICU. My great niece who is still in the hospital, but she's out of ICU. So that's a blessing with our family. We've lost about 8 or 9 family members this year through COVID, and mostly through COVID in different parts of the United States. And also I'd like to just shout out, I have this grandson who is graduated from Howard, and his grandmother is so happy for him. I really underestimated that he was, he received a BS degree in biology, chemistry, and pre-med. And I knew that, and I knew it's difficult subjects because I'm also was in the medical field and what have you. But I didn't, and he was in ROTC, but I never realized how involved that was until I went to Arlington, Virginia. And so I'm just so proud of him. I'm so proud of him. We don't always get these positive stories of
That's right.
young men of color that
That's
are doing
right.
wonderful things, wonderful things.
Wonderful. We celebrated last week when you were gone, Connie.
Yes,
Thank
we
you
did.
so much.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
We mentioned where you were and we were all applauding.
Yeah, we're applauding.
Any others?
I'm thankful that I'm here in Boston and I made it here safely, and I'm glad that my daughter is doing well and she needed to see me, and I saw my granddaughter. I'm glad that everything is good, you know, and that I was able to come up here and spend some time with her. So that's always a blessing to be able to do
Wonderful.
I'm grateful to be here.
that. Yes,
Yes.
Stephanie.
Absolutely. Always so great to see everybody on Sunday mornings. I just so look forward to the Zoom room because we get to see each other again. We'll go now to a time of silence. If you believe in prayer, it is a time of prayer. Meditation, self-reflection, reflection on the world, whatever fits your belief system. This is a quiet time where we use that for that purpose. So we'll have a few minutes of silence. Amen. And now, I would like to introduce to you Stephanie McPherson. She's a friend of Kyle's, and she's a certified health coach who spends her life inspiring others to be healthy and happy and thrive in life to be their best self. She will speak to us about mindfulness and living life with intention and purpose to create quality of life. Stephanie has a podcast called Empowered Conversations and a food therapy cooking show. So we are eager now to hear what Stephanie brings to us. And you know, Stephanie, if you notice in our extravagant welcome, we say we heal ourselves and others by sharing parts of our personal story. We think that's really important at Wedgewood, to share your story. So So maybe you can begin with us with part of your personal story and tell us what inspired you to send you on this journey for yourself and for others to live life with purpose and intention. What brought you to this place? Thank you.
Well, thank you, Melba, and thank you so much to everyone here today at Wedgewood Community. It's an honor to be here to be able to speak with you guys and share my heart. So I love that question and what inspired me. So in my early 20s is when I started the journey to health and wellness. Fueling my body in a healthy way, as well as starting, the exercise regimen, because at that point in time, I had been able to eat pretty much anything I wanted and as much of it. And then all of a sudden, I've turned 2021 and that the residual circumstances started to happen from choosing to eat that typical young person diet. So I started that journey of health and wellness. And right around that same time, I had changed my major several times. I originally started out wanting to be an architect and told myself that I wasn't good in math. So that went by the wayside. And then I thought about child psychology upon hearing a devastating story from an older gentleman who talked about his two daughters. And both of them, one was in a very healthy, loving relationship and the other was not. And the difference in the children that were born into the two different families. So then I started the journey of like, oh, maybe I want to be a child psychologist and want to help little children. So there was just this innate wanting to help and through people, through their pain, becoming self-aware and living their best life. And right around that time is when I was just asking certain questions. I wasn't fulfilled. And I was like, I just started seeking like, what do I really want to do? So I came across the book, The Empowered Mind. And I pulled it off the shelf at Barnes & Noble and I just started reading it and started answering the plethora of questions. And the questioning here is what's so important. And the questions were, like, what are your strengths? What are your talents? What do you like about yourself? What do you enjoy doing? And the quality that it brings to your life to cultivate that self-awareness, asking yourself those basic questions of, what your core values are and living from that place of being in your core values. And just throughout my adult life, using those tools that I learned from, and the Empowered Mind wasn't the only book that I read, and then all of a sudden I'm self-aware and living my best life, being my best self. But that started, the blossoming of that journey for me. So I've read numerous books, personal development, self-awareness, cultivating that, and done, so many courses, and it's a lifelong journey because there's so much that, you don't know what you don't know until you're made aware. And what that has enabled me as well to persevere through, we all, it's not a magic pill that all of a sudden, life is just perfect. Nothing ever is perfect. But what implementing the tools that I've learned and taught myself all these throughout my entire adult life and enabled me to persevere through challenges. Understanding my worth and value. If I said, okay, everybody, take out a piece of paper, write down 10 things that's awesome about you. Write down 10 things that you love about yourself. I have been in situations where that was a task as a part of what was going on and what we were doing. And it's amazing to look around the room. I was at this essential oil class, and at the beginning was, hey, write down. It was like 7 things that you love about yourself. Because I have been on this journey for so long, it was easy for me to go, oh, this, just start writing. But what I noticed is looking around the room, that other people were just kind of like, and the facilitator was like, wow, it's hard to think of what we love about ourselves, isn't it? And that is the basis. Knowing what you love about yourself, knowing what's awesome about you, that's the basis of that worth and value, and living from your that authentic place. And like I said, the quality that brings your life, and and when you're operating from your strong sense of self and your core values, you're giving other people permission to do the same. And I like to say, I don't live in la la land. I live in the land of fabulous, and you're invited. I'm not special. I'm no better than any other person on the planet or has ever existed on the planet, but I have chosen myself. I've chosen. So like a couple years ago, I went through a devastating situation, and it would be easy to, oh, that person did this to me, that person did this to me. And yes, there was something that was perpetuated, against me, and hurt people, happy people don't. But there was something for me and something through me and through that situation that I learned that has brought me to where I am today. And I think the real passion is from the times that I've been hurt by people who were not in their own authentic, were not being in their own, their self-worth and their self-value. Because again, when you operate from and knowing your fabulousness, you're not intimidated or jealous by someone being in their fabulous. Does that make sense? And, I was just able to, there's passion and drive. I was bullied and picked on as a kid. I was very odd and weird, but that is an asset to me in my adult life, is not giving a rat's ass what anyone thinks. Live your life caring what other people think, and you are their prisoner. But again, if you don't even know those basics of what you love, what lights you up, what you love about yourself, what's unique and awesome about you, not everybody is destined to be a mindset coach or a life coach or an inspirer, but everybody has their own unique, special, wonderful gifts that the whole world can be blessed and fortunate by. And I'm just real passionate about people standing in their power, because self-knowledge is power, because it creates that self-worth. And when you're operating your life from your worth and value, you make choices. For instance, I have a couple PDFs with certain, with tools that they're just, and I'll share my screen here. I created a spring forward into fabulous for the spring. And these PDFs are free downloadables, but like on Monday, write 10 things that you're grateful for. When you start your day with a gratitude practice or within the first hour, amazing how that creates that mindset that's related to your heart set. And then how your day, but it's like my antennas and my radio dial is tuned to seeking joy. Am I always happy? No. Am I always in a state of joy? No. But when I attune my antenna, it more shows up that brings joy. And it's not about being happy all the time, but it's about living a joyful, full life. Write 10 things that are awesome about you on Tuesday, Wednesday. So the first week is about writing. Right. And you know what, maybe, so if you're new to this type of doing, then maybe you think of one thing. Okay, great. That's awesome. The next day you build upon that, maybe in 2 days you think of 3 things. I love the saying, I think it's Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great, because you are worthy of everything great that's possible. I came up with this: if anything is possible for anyone, anything is possible for anyone. And that's directly related to your heart set and mindset. And again, that is deeply rooted in self-awareness. And then there's the week of do. Place bare feet on the ground. Has anybody heard of grounding? and the negative ions and the negative charge and what that does to, you know, to balance out like inflammation, toxicity, etc. in the body. You know, also what you choose to watch, read, listen to, who you choose to surround yourself with. You know, there's that saying, you are the sum total of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. Seek to be around those who are lit up by life and who are living intentionally and on purpose. You know, I'll tell you this. So during that time that I was going through something that was devastating, and I'll just metaphorically describe it as I was driving 1,000 miles an hour in an extremely very excited car to go smash right into a wall. I still, because of these tools, because of the stuff that I've done for myself all my life, and because of what I know I want and why I want it, I was determined to get up every day. You got to feel it to heal it, absolutely. But be still dedicated. It didn't change the way I got up every day and started my day with squeezing fresh lemon and lemon water. One of the things I used to say, and I'm going to have to, I would say I would listen to one of the most inspiring documentaries I've ever seen in my life is Look Mom, I Can Fly, with documentary about Travis Scott. And I get emotional when I talk about this because he had such a passion all his life. And now he's living that passion. And the whole like documentary is like shot through cell phones. It's amazing. But he had, again, in the way in which he interacts with his people and the love, and it's like the genuine heart-centered mindset, everything that he brings to the world. And I would start every day from that time I watched that documentary listening, I would say to my Google to play, you know, Travis Scott, and I have to be careful because it'll do it. And then I'm like, Google, stop. And I would dance. I'd put myself in that feeling of what I want to feel, you know. And another thing, and so my girlfriend, who's in Vancouver, Canada, we have a cooking show called Food Therapy, and it's every Thursday at 3:30 we go live, and we cook healthy food. We're on a Zoom like this, and we're talking about mindset, intentional living. And one of the things, we're doing a challenge, a complaint jar and a gratitude jar. And we're going to start it this upcoming week. And it's going to be a 1-week challenge where we're, you know, think about how many times in the day you're negative about something or you complain. And then counteract that with, oh, well, let me think of something I'm grateful for. You know, laughing. She also teaches laughter yoga. And again, it's about when you're laughing, one of my most favorite thing to do in the world is laugh. And it's just that rush of endorphins and just the joy that laughter brings me. So this sheet is a free downloadable, and just, I mean, if you can see, do all the start day with fresh lemon and water is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Before you drink coffee, before you have food, start that day with fresh squeezed lemon and water, because you want to then, you know, extricate, you know, release what no longer serves you. So that is, and then I'll just share, then I have 10 things to stop doing now. How many times are we, and social media can perpetuate this, how many times do you find yourself comparing yourself or your life to others? Stop beating yourself up for the past. You know, learn, see past hurts or past failures or past bad, you know, decisions that maybe, you know, you feel that are bad. Stop beating yourself up and learn, you know, learn from that. Try to stay away from junk food. Be mindful of how you're fueling your body with, you know, like in the book, like the book says, fruits, vegetables, you know, good for you food, not food that's filled with chemicals and colorings. And, you know, again, these are ways that you're choosing yourself, choosing to show up in your worth and value. And here's that stop whining and complaining. Also, you know, you heard me earlier say, if anything is possible for anyone, anything is possible for anyone. You know, if Oprah had listened to that person or those, or what, I think she was told when she first started in media that she would never make it in media. And look at her now. In my opinion, she's one of the most powerful, successful women in the world. Stop, you know, hanging out with people who are nothing but drama or cause toxicity. And sometimes that can be even family members. But shine your light. So help bring out the light in others. And if you want something, really, really want something, we all have limiting beliefs. One of my biggest dreams and goals is to be hosting cooking shows for the Food Network. I'm determined that that's going to happen. I've had that dream since I first saw the Food Network, like in the 90s. I mapped it out then, how my life was going to follow, what I was going to have in my life. And there's real fervent passion behind my why. You know, I used to play restaurant as a kid. My grandmother inspired me to cook. And I bring my DIFA Rickin' cooking show that I started for almost 5 years ago when I graduated from the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. It's all about healthy food that's delicious, that's so delicious. It's DIFA Rickin'. And I want to bring that to the world because most people associate healthy food with expense, whole foods, whole wallet. Well, hey, you pay for, or, you know, excuse me, you invest in healthy food or you pay the doctor in one way or another, whether it's co-pays, prescription drugs. And I'm not against pharmaceutical companies, but there is a time and place for drugs and surgery. But a lot of what people are on high blood pressure or cholesterol medication for could be prevented if they just, again, saw worth and value and made different and better, healthier choices. We have, and then I have a excuse me, 10 things to start. Start being grateful. Start a meditation or a prayer practice. Just being in that place of silence. It's amazing how many answers come to us when we, you know, and ask questions. It's amazing when we're in a place of stillness, they come. Start each day with lemon water. Start some form of exercise. For me, I love being in a gym. There's a lot of social interaction that I as well get from picking on and teasing people that I see on a daily basis at the gym. But for some people, being in a gym is not their place. Find some form of way to move your body that you enjoy. You know, start making self-care a priority. Start reading stuff or watching stuff or taking part. I have a course that I created over the culmination of what I've learned and taught myself through all that I have done in reading and doing courses. And it's called Empower Your Mind, Empower Your Life. And again, it's those basics of understanding, going deep within and knowing what you want and why and what makes you so unique and amazing. So yeah, again, my passion for wanting people to love themselves and live their best lives stems from when I see people who aren't in some of, you know, painful experiences. And I don't wish negativity on anybody, even people like who've really been ugly. I wish what I wish for myself, and that's love, prosperity, success, and anything that they could ever want, you know, from their heart's desires. So, does anybody have any questions for me? Yes, Ashanti. You're on mute. Okay, there you go.
I want to take the course.
Okay.
And I don't know the answers you were asking. You know, I want to know how to answer them. You know, I want to live my best life too, but not sure how to do that. I just know I want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do. And I know some positive things about me, but I know there's a whole lot more. you know, because I think trauma covers them up, and then you're not sure about what you're good at or what, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not sure because of the trauma. This messes with your brain and your emotions and all that. So I'd like to take the course, and I want to know more about me. I don't know a whole lot about me. I know about me when I was younger, and I've been taking care of my family and my children and my grandchildren, but not me. I don't abuse myself, but I'm just saying I could do more for me,
Absolutely.
you know, and I got to keep that balance because I'm a caretaker. I like to care, and I love caring for people and making sure they're okay, and I like doing that. But then I forget about me, so then I have to balance that out. So I like to take the course, and especially that it's online, we can connect and everything.
Yes.
So
I would love that.
thank you for sharing yourself, and thank you for sharing your knowledge, and thank you for being open and being courageous. Appreciate that.
Stephanie, if you'll put that information in the chat, that would be great. And we'll come
Absolutely.
back and talk again in a few minutes. But now I'm going to turn it to Ashanti.
Oh my God.
Can I real quick, Ashanti, can I say something before I put this in the chat? For anybody that signs up through the Wedgewood community, you get $100 off. So the link is going to take you, and it's going to be a price, but you're going to get $100 off, and I have to create a coupon for that.
Okay.
Take a breath.
So, since I'm not at home, I didn't do the music thing because I'm not at home. So I thought that I would say a poem and sing something a cappella. And this poem was called Phenomenal Woman. And I have to remind myself that I'm phenomenal too, even with all the quirks and all the craziness and the trauma, I'm still wonderful, you know, and I have to remind myself sometimes, you know. So, Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou. Pretty women wonder where our secrets lie. We're not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. But when we start to tell them, they think we're telling lies. I say it's in the reach of our arms and the span of our hips, the stride of our steps and the curl of our lips. We are women, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman? Yeah, that's me. We can walk into a room, this is cool as you please. And to a man, the fellow stands or fall down right on his knees. Then they swarm around you like a hive of honeybees. I say it's in the fire in our eyes and the flash of our teeth, the swing in our waist and the joy in our feet. We are women, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman? Yeah, that's me. Men themselves have wondered what they see in us. They try so much, but they can't touch our inner mystery. When we try to show them, they still cannot see. It's in the arch of our backs and the sun of our smiles, the ride of our breasts and the grace of our style. We are women, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman? Yes, that's me. Now you understand just how our heads don't bow. We don't have to shout or jump. I have to talk real loud. When you see us passing, it ought to make you proud. I say it's in the click of our heels, the bend of our hair, the palm of our hands, and the need for our care, because we are women, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman? Yeah, that's me. So I'd like to do a song a cappella because, like I said, I'm not home. But this song is called Must Be a Reason for My Life. There must be a reason for my life. Are we just a tiny speck of dust in the wind? I feel there must be a reason my life. I need to know if there's a path to take. Are my good deeds only for goodness sake? And if I sleep, should I care if I wake? Must be a reason for my life, There must be a reason for my life. There must be a reason for my life, a reason for my life, a reason for my life. There.
And Thomas will have our closing words. That was beautiful, Ashanti, beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Ashanti. Blessed is the path on which you travel. Blessed is the body that carries you upon it. Blessed is your heart that has heard the call. Blessed is your mind that discerns the way. Blessed is the gift that you will become on your journey. May you go forth with courage in peace.